Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on LTC BTC. This is going to be on the one-day chart. Right now we're up 1.56%. We're at 6,966 Satoshis. Guys, it's 10:13 a.m. Eastern Time, and it's October 4th, 2019. I wanted to make this a quick one for you, but I wanted to bring this to you. There's some interesting things happening with LTC BTC, and I want to point them out to you. So if you guys like these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That's the one that's going to help you the most to try to get videos out every day in the cryptocurrency market here the best that I can for y'all. So you hit that notification bell, it'll go right to you hopefully. And guys, we'll dig into this. So first of all, we really are stepping back here and you're looking at the patterns of LTC BTC. And what you'll notice here is, guys, basically every time we make a really strong move to the upside, we're up above this 50-day moving average in pink. So this pink moving average, that's our 50-day moving average. Anytime we're in that bear market or that downtrend, it's acting as overhead resistance for us. And guys, when we have that overhead resistance, a lot of times guys will short off that, just like a lot of people will buy the dips off it when they're going long, okay, or when we're up in an uptrend. But what I wanted to point out is something here that's pretty interesting. Now guys, we've been in a downtrend for LTC BTC, so we officially started it. It would have been June 12th, 2019 is when we really started to get pushed to the downside. Our ultimate high there was around 17,687 Satoshi. So we've really been just crippled here. We've been having lower highs and lower lows coming in. But what's happening that we have not seen in quite a while here, guys, is the simple fact that we are now in blue here. That's our 10 EMA. Our 20 EMA is in orange, and then our 50 moving average is in pink. But what we're starting to have, guys, is candle closes. First, yesterday we had a candle close up above this 10 EMA, which is good. So the next one we need to get up above is this 20, and that's what we're trying to do today. Today's candle close is extremely important for us, because if we could close exactly where we're at here, guys, then we'd have a shot to really make a nice run up here. Okay, then we potentially, our next overhead resistance area we would look at, guys, is going to be around 7,669, and we're going to put that right up here. Let me draw this in there for you. We'll do a horizontal line, which is going to be our overhead resistance. We'll put that in red, and that'll kind of be the target area if we do break out of here. And remember, you want to break out of here on good volume. And what we also want to see for more confirmation, guys, I'm a big confirmation guy now. I really pay very close attention to it. If we could get our 10 to cross over our 20 EMA, that's going to be a great sign as well. And also if they can cross over this 50, that's going to be huge for us. Now guys, the candle today is everything though. If we close exactly where we're at right now, that's great. But if all of a sudden we see this really long wick, you can see we got up to around 7,035 there. If we end up closing, guys, back down here and it's just a small body and a huge wick, then a lot of times that'll show that we're having some rejection. We'll have to see what the following days bring. But the simple fact that we're starting to close now up above this 10 EMA, which we've been smashed down for a long time below that, and then our 20 and then our 50, it'd be really nice to get back up above that 50. Now sometimes, guys, just like here, you can break out from it. We had a really nice candle here, and then all of a sudden we just started to get pushed back down to the downside and we fell. So that's why, you know, you always want to be protective. And say you are to take a position, candle closes where it's at today, guys, basically what I would do, just, and this isn't financial advice, say I was jumping into this, candle closes right where it's at, and it's going to close at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so we got to watch that today. But say it closed where it's at here and you say, all right, I want to take a long, I think it's really going to move to the upside, some of the indicators are showing that, then what I like to do, guys, is basically put a stop loss to be a tight one right at the bottom here, right down here, because basically I know that if the next couple days we start rolling down, then I'll get stopped out and I'll look for a better spot to enter if I do want to enter back into it. Because what I would anticipate, if we had a candle close above this, we should continue to the upside there. We should not just all of a sudden start dropping down to the downside, and that's where I'd want to protect myself. Or you could, you know, put your stop loss down below this 10 EMA, and the simple fact that if we start closing below that, then that's something where you'd get stopped out and say, okay. But basically the risk to reward is what I want to talk to you about here. So say we are looking at this right here, guys, and we jumped in exactly where we're at right now, and this is just to teach you risk to reward. This isn't me saying jump in right now, because you still need confirmation. But say we were to enter here, our target's going to be to the upside. Right there would be my main target in the next few days or weeks to come. Okay, and then what we would do here, we're going to move our stop loss to the bottom of this candle because we would expect it to continue to move to the upside. Take a look at that risk to reward, guys. That's what you're looking for, 6.45 on a risk to reward. Now, if you even want to be a little bit more conservative with your stop loss, or a little more loose with your stop loss here, we can move it down below that 10 EMA there, and you're still looking at a 3.51 risk to reward ratio. And that's what I like to do, guys. I really like to look for those 3 or above risk to reward ratio. So that's why I'm looking at this right now going, okay, well, it's going to depend on the candle close. And also we have room to run here, because right now, guys, we're at 51 on the RSI. So there's plenty of room to move to the upside as well as the downside, though. We're kind of floating in that neutral territory. So that's where I said, just be careful. And that's the key. You always want to use stop losses, guys. If you're wrong, then you can reevaluate and you can jump back in. It's not a big loss here. As you can see, it'd be a loss of the downside to 2.9%. And then look to the upside here, you're looking at 10% there, 10.20%. And that's how I like to play risk to reward. And I want to get more into that with you guys, the risk to reward and how to do it and how to manage it. But I do like the fact here that we're having a higher low than where we were at down in here. So we pushed up, we saw resistance, we came back down, we set a higher low, and now we're going to have to see if we come back up and it can even break up through this area and set a higher high. Now, none of this is guaranteed, guys. Anything can change in this market. It can happen very, very fast in this market. And you can also see we're kind of almost sitting on this key support area that we were looking at for quite a while now. If you look back at some of these videos I was doing, let's turn that green here. We were looking to see if we could get a bounce off this, because this has been a significant area where, typically we'll push up and we'll bounce off here. We came back down. And we'll have to see if we can find that support here. But it's nice to see we have some bullish divergence going on the RSI. So we have that taken care for us. And then the next one I wanted to look at was our stock RSI. Let's pay attention to that. And guys, we had a bullish cross moving to the upside there. So, these are the things that I like to look at. I don't want to trade or try to go long when the moving averages are pressing down upon me. That's just me, guys. But I'm going to wait for confirmation today. I want to see what ends up happening with LTC, BTC here. If we can get a candle close up above these, and if we start to get some type of, cross of that 10 over top of that 20 and that 50, in my opinion, that would be a big deal there. And whenever you see, guys, whenever we're getting pushed down, you see a big gap away from this 50 and the price action, that's a very strong downtrend. That's a big push to the downside. Just like the upside, whenever you get far away from it, a lot of times it pulls back onto it. So I'm going to be looking at this today. I want to see the candle close, but I just wanted to put it on your radar. That was the main thing that I was doing here, is just put it on your radar, let you guys know you do whatever you want with it. I'm not your financial advisor, but I wanted you to just watch that candle close today, and that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time is what I'm going to be looking for, guys. And we also want some increased volume to come in for this. So if you like these videos, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you being here with me today. God bless each and every one of you. Take care.